Okay, folks, what I thought we could talk about today is I had one sale. It was for $12 and it was a knob off of a Ronco rotisserie. And because of my 2-day shipping, I'm not shipping that today. I'm going to ship that out tomorrow. I'm hoping to pick up a couple of sales. Excuse me. And I wanted to talk about, though, the wide open market for hard goods. And the fact that there are so many items out there that you can buy that are not clothing, although one of mine is clothing related. One of the things that I'm going to show you is clothing related. There are so many other products out there that you can sell, and I have a lot of different niches, maybe 6 or 7 niches represented here, because I do have some duplicates that fit in kind of different niches. So anyway, I thought I would take you through what I bought, and I spent $82 today for everything that I'm going to show you. And I think realistically, some of the items that I purchased, I have kind of priced in my head very conservatively, and some of them I have priced at this is what they go for, so this is what I'm selling mine for. So anyway, I thought I'd show you these items and just kind of spark some thought for those of you that are trying to maybe wander outside of clothing sales, because that is a really saturated market, and the more YouTubers there are that promote clothing sales, and I'm not against them, I just don't like them. They're not for me. I don't enjoy clothing sales. I'm wearing a Bazinga t-shirt, for God's sake. How much do I know about fashion? Very little. But I think the more that there are YouTubers out there that are promoting and showing clothing sales, and I think it's wonderful that they do, I think that market is just becoming more and more and more saturated, and it's driving the price down a little. So I thought I would offer you some alternative products that you can buy. Some of these will be harder to ship than others. So start with easy ones and work your way out to harder ones, or stay away from the harder ones altogether. That's a realistic option. So let's just jump right in. And I have written down some prices, but I don't have the glasses on because of the glare and all of that. So I'm going to kind of guess what I wrote down. And I should be probably in the right neighborhood. But I did buy a couple of items for myself out of the $82, probably $2 worth. So I'll go ahead and show you those first. So Brother's baby is just starting to eat baby food. So I got him these 2 Gerber baby spoons. Boil them and they're fine, or run them through a dishwasher and they're fine. You don't have to worry about anything. But I got these for 35 cents each. So those are a purchase for myself. I got this Bible tic-tac-toe. It's kind of a trivia book for my mom, because she would like that kind of thing. And the last thing that I bought for myself is I bought 4 of these. I paid 35 cents each for these, and they're actually saucers for like a cup. But listen, at night, after dinner, my husband and I might have a piece of cake, or a donut, or some other kind of yummy sweet, and my saucers are too big, so I thought I would buy this for a little dessert plate, and I think it's very pretty, and for 35 cents, I can live with that. So anyway, that's what I bought. So let's jump right into the first product that I bought. I did buy this. This is an eyeglasses case that I got for 50 cents. And I am not going to sell this per se. I will ship eyeglasses in this in a padded flat rate envelope. They're not paying for the eyeglass case, but it will protect, and it'll add a little tiny bit of weight, but it will save you from having those broken glasses. So I did buy that. I did buy this one, another eyeglass case, but I've already got the glasses inside it. I paid $1.50 for these Sophie Vergara, or Vergara, however you say her name. I think it's Vergara. Um, Glasses. Ooh, look, it makes my mouth look gigantic. Isn't that funny? Anyway, I think I can get about $20 out of these frames because, you know, somebody will buy them and have the lenses removed and they will use the frames. So I bought those. I bought this Brighton eyeglasses tin, and these are easy, things that are easy to ship. I think I'll get about $10 for the tin. I paid 50 cents for it. And I also, and it is authentic Brighton. But I also bought these Cam Dillon eyeglasses for $1.50, and I think I'll get about conservatively about $40 out of these frames. I bought this mug, this cute vintage mug for Etsy, and it says, "Hello, Lord, it's me again." Cute kind of vintage art. This, I thought that this would be cute on Etsy. It's Staffordshire kiln craft, or it's kiln craft made in Staffordshire, England. So I thought, you know, that's good quality and it's kind of a nice vintage graphic. So I'm going to throw that up on Etsy, and I'm going to try and get about $10 out of that mug. You know, nothing to write home to mom about. That certainly will not fund my yacht, but I digress. I got this cute used Tigger sprinkler, and I paid $2.50 for this. I think I can get about $20 out of that. I bought this adorable Dumbo lamp. I mean, come on, it's Dumbo. And it is not just Dumbo, it's authentic Disney. And I paid $3.99 for this. This lamp is going for $30 right now. Oh, one other thing that I bought for myself is this Rubbermaid, I think it's Rubbermaid bowl. I have this set in red, and I always lose this size bowl, so I bought this one for 50 cents. Let's see. I bought, oh, I forgot to put this down on my list. So looks like we're at more about $640. This phone should go for about $30. This is a princess phone. Hello, it's the princess. Anyway, this is vintage. I could sell this on eBay or Etsy, probably about $30 for this phone. I'm gonna have to really clean it up. There are other colors that may be a little more popular, but still a good find. I paid $2 for it, and I love this about this thrift store. They have tested it and it works. So there's that, and I'll write that down on my list here because I forgot that that was there. And then I have conservatively priced this at $50. This is a Cuisinart blender, and this blender only goes for about $40, but this part of it goes for $32. Plus I've got the pusher, probably another $10, $15. The base unit I can probably get $20 or $30 out of, and I've got 2 blades and it looks like a couple extra pieces in there, maybe some measuring cups. So I'm conservatively will get about $50 out of this. And you guys know how I like to buy stuff and part it out. Like I said, I can sell this blender for $40 and that's what it goes for, or I can part it out, wait a little bit, and make a little extra money. So that's another niche. So we've looked at vintage telephones and eyeglasses cases, lamps, and vintage appliances. How about this? My friend Chris and I always say, anytime we buy anything that's rooster or chicken, it always sells, and it is so true. I mean, it will just sell pretty quickly. There is a large following for this particular kind of motif. That's the word, motif. So anyway, I think I can get about 20, what did I write down? Chicken lamp, $30. I think I can get about $30 for that lamp. It's not old. and it's made of resin. It's not super heavy, but I still think I can get about $30 for it. Next thing, oh, how about this? Check this lovely out. This is a vintage General Electric percolator. For you kids that don't know about percolators, pour water into the pot, and then you have this basket that holds your coffee grounds, and that sits on this little plunger, and the water is heated up. This pot is electric. Water is heated up in the pot, and the water is then forced up through this plunger, and it splashes down into the basket where it runs down. And the coffee knows when it's done. I don't know how, but the coffee pot knows when it's done, and it has a very distinctive sound. And then you can pour your coffee. These are very good for keeping coffee hot. I know that my aunt and uncle, God love them, they're both passed away now, but they used to keep a percolator of coffee on all day long. There was always hot coffee. So, and what's really cool is as it's percolating, you can see it, the coffee jump up into the little glass handle here. So this one is tested and it works. I paid $4 for it. Oh, the chicken lamp, I think I paid $5.99 for. Don't remember, sorry. Forgetting to tell you guys the prices. $5.99 for the chicken lamp. I'm so sorry. This is not a very good video. Deal with it. That's what I do. I paid $4 for this. This will sell for about $50. I paid $4.99 for these boots, and this is the clothing related item I was talking about. These are in really good condition. These are made by a company called Double H, and I think I can reasonably, they're leather ankle boots, very nice, and I think I can reasonably get $40 for those. So I bought this. There's 4 of these. This is the smaller, 2 small ones, 2 big ones. This is the smaller size. I have coffee, tea, sugar, and flour. I paid $5. Oh, sorry. I paid $5.50 for the lot of them. So there's the big size. There's the small size. These are vintage, probably 80s, I'm guessing. The tea, I did not notice this when I was in the store, and I may have done it myself because I do that. The tea one is cracked, but it's wood, so I will try to repair this with a little wood glue, and I just have to disclose the repair. That's all I need to do. So they do have these plastic liners inside, and again, I think I can get about $25 for those in that condition. I found this for $3.99, maybe $2.99 is what this is, because they don't mark items like this. It's just considered a bag, and they'll price it at a normal price, and I didn't even ask. So it was either $2.99 or $3.99, but this is a 31 bag with tags. My daughter says, and that's the authority because she knows 31 better than I do, but if you know better, let me know, that this is the car travel bag. I don't know if there's supposed to be a strap there or what the dealio is, because I don't know anything about these, but I'm not sure if it's complete, but I still think I can get about $15 for this bag. Again, new with tags, Brighton. I paid $3.99 for this. This is a SanDisk Sansa M240 or 260, I can't remember, and I can't see it. Like MP3 player, and these are going for about $20 to $30. So I wrote this down as $20. I paid $3.99 for it. This is a Gregory Duncan Thistle cocktail pitcher, and it is in excellent condition. No chips, no cracks, just gorgeous. I paid $1.99 for it. I knew that this was special when I picked it up. I did not have any idea how much this stuff goes for, and it is stupid crazy. Doesn't sell often, but does sell high. So I think that I can get $75 out of this picture. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? So just a couple things left, and they're the bigger things. So let me just turn you. So this, I know it's not all in the shot. There you go. That is a garment press, and not a garlic press. That's different. A garment press, and it's from a decent company. I paid $10 for it because it was on clearance, and there was one that sold for $89 on eBay. This would be a bear to ship. I'm going to try and put this on the local marketplace for $50 and see if I can get any hits before I list it on eBay. Or I may list it on eBay and do pickup only, local pickup only on this. Not that I haven't shipped things this big, because I have. I just don't want to mess with this. Of course, if it would sell for $90, I might. So anyway, there's one last thing, and it is this upside down. It's called a Merkle Skitters. It's a game. It's a bowling game. And I paid $5.99, $4.99. I paid $5.99 for this. And that can either go on eBay or Etsy. And I think it will go for about $50. So I've talked to you about a lot of different things. Again, shoes. I like to sell shoes, higher end shoes. I'm not going to buy every pair of Converse that I find, or lower end shoes. I looked at some White House Black Market shoes today. They just weren't selling high enough. But usually I like leather shoes. I tend to buy leather shoes because leather shoes tend to have a good resale value if they're any kind of good company at all. So, you know, look at maybe accessories if you want to branch out. But so there's that. I don't do a lot of purses, but this is a 31 bag, so that has different appeal and a different marketplace. Again, the vintage appliances. The percolator I will not part out. I will sell that as a whole. Lamps. I love lamps. I love lamp. If I could just have lamps everywhere, I would, but I digress. Vintage telephone, eyeglasses, the vintage cocktail, like the glassware. I don't get into a bunch of glassware. I would never buy those little dessert plates to resell, ever, ever, ever. But that's a higher end item, so I'm willing to do that. The vintage board game, or the vintage game, the press. Oh, I did forget to show you something. And it's this Nakamichi Sound Space 8, and it is a wall mountable CD player, I guess. I don't know. I paid $8.99 for this. One sold for $150 plus shipping. This one I don't have the remotes for. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fully test it other than to plug it up and see if it works. But I think I can reasonably get $75 for this. Nakamichi is just one of those brands that it's a great brand, and you know, you shouldn't overlook it if you're into vintage electronics, and this is vintage. It's not super old. I would say probably in the 90s. Yeah, I'd say probably in the 90s, maybe a little later. I'll have to look it up. I have to look on the back like a big dork. Let's see if it has a date. It was made by the Prime Minister of Malaysia. Nope, it's 2001 actually. So it was not by the Prime Minister of Malaysia. It's made in Malaysia, 2001, and yeah, this has a pretty decent resale value. So I'm going to price mine at about $75 and roll with it on an $8.99 investment. So lots of different things here. Another cool thing to consider is several of these items. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these items I can post on Etsy or eBay because they fit that vintage mold. So anyway, I just wanted to, I know I show you what I buy regularly, but I wanted to give you a good overview of different products that you can buy, different hard goods, because that's my thing. I like hard goods. I'm not sure that hard goods can be a niche. I mean, it's a pretty big niche. But some of these things can be niche items, and that might give you some different ideas of what to source. Again, use your phone to look up things like this. I had no idea, other than a gut feeling of that looks like it's made, I'm sorry, the glare, but it's quality. It's vintage, because I can tell from kind of the shape and the style of it. It's signed. There is a signature on it, and I don't know if you can see it, probably not. Anyway, and it just kind of drew my eye to it. And when you have that happen, and you will after doing this for a little while, you'll get a gut feeling. The more experience you have, I felt like, you know, maybe I can get $20 or something out of this picture. I had no idea it will be worth so much more. So I might start this at an auction. I might do an auction with this for like starting it at $50 or something. Anyway, I don't know. Who knows? You know. But I hope that gives you some ideas. And I will stop rambling. I promise at some point I'm going to run out of words to say. I won't have anything else to add. But that time is not now. So give yourself the opportunity to branch out. Look, you know, those things that give you that gut reaction, look them up. Remember that there's more than one platform. eBay is a good place to start, but yeah, do your research and make sure, be open. I think my point is that now that I am starting to ramble too much, my point is be open to other products. You know, I get it. There's Ralph Lauren and Brioni and Yves Saint Laurent and Gucci and all of this stuff, and it's great stuff, and when you find it, it's wonderful. But there's a world of other products available out there for resellers. It does not have to be clothes. They can be a little more tricky to ship, but I swear it's worth it. It really is worth it. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Just remember that the dream works when you do. So keep dreaming and keep working, and I'll see you the next time.